the moment, there are two left. Oak Ridge High and Murfreesboro Central High. Oak Ridge, 26 wins, 4 losses. Region 2 champions from East Tennessee, coached by Ira Green. And Murfreesboro Central, won 33, lost 31. Region 4 champions, coached by Lee Pate. Oak Ridge in the finals here after beating Franklin by 2 points, beating Kittrell by 8, beating Memphis Overton by 9. Murfreesboro Central in the championship after beating Selmer by 23, beating BGA by 14, beating Kingsport by 2. The state tournament championships, 1963. Oak Ridge, front line 6 feet 6'3", 6'3 and a half. Murfreesboro front line 6'3", 6'4", 6'5. Hang on. Here's Team 63 State High School Championships, swinging in the balance. First quarter play. Ramsey in for Oak Ridge. Barnes in for Murfreesboro Central. Jump, threw it too high. They hit it coming down. Oak Ridge has it. Diefendorfer in the lane, jumping. Off. Rebound, Murfreesboro. Adams. State tourney finals. Adams and Murfreesboro. In the corner to Jordan. He hit it. Jordan hit that 18-footer. It's 2-0. State tourney finals. Oak Ridge working. Running. Layup by Campbell. Blocked coming under. Knocked out of bounds. Give it out to Oak Ridge. Wildcats are Region 2 champions. They trailed 2-0 early. They try to feed out. Diefendorfer back outside. Conley finally gave it out to Ken Campbell, their key guard, who weaves with Atkinson. Back to Diefendorfer, to Campbell. Diefendorfer and Campbell are the stars of this club. There's Campbell. He hit it. 2-2. Murfreesboro Central coming down the floor, tied at Oak Ridge in the early moments. And on the press, they almost took it away from Bush and Murfreesboro, who fed into Jordan. It was deflected loose. Oak Ridge took it away. Bill Ramsey making the key defensive play. So Oak Ridge comes down the floor. Murfreesboro to a high, long pass and lost it from one side to the other. Oak Ridge working. Diefendorfer right in the line. Campbell picked it up on the free throw line and went in. It rolled off. Check a foul. Foul on Jerry Bush. We're 2-2. He missed number 1. He'll get another. Good. Oak Ridge leads 3-2. Adams to Bush. Murfreesboro Central comes down the floor. High lob pass to Jordan on the side. Jordan drove, fed back outside. Adams to Cope. Cope in on the baseline. In and out. Rebound fight. Oak Ridge picked it up. Campbell has it. Oak Ridge comes down the floor. 3-2. Oak Ridge leading. Oak Ridge overloading one side to let Campbell drive. He's checked by the defense. He feeds out. Atkinson and across the Diefendorfer. Screen, no shot. Back to Campbell. This is Oak Ridge on the attack. There's Campbell on the line. To Atkinson, back to Campbell. 32 and 40 have been the stars of this club. There's 40, Diefendorfer to Atkinson, and back to Campbell, 32. Campbell trying to drive in. Near the side of the lane, he hit it. Now you notice, he went in once, it didn't work. 60 seconds later, he went in again, and this time he beat his man and got the jump and hit him. Jordan, layup for Murfreesboro, good. 5-4. Oak Ridge's 3-point lead is cut to 1 within 15 seconds. 4 minutes, 53 seconds left in the quarter. Oak Ridge down the floor. Foul. The tough call to make. Blocking on the defense. Foul on Bush of Murfreesboro Central. His second foul. Campbell, free throw. In and out. No good. Rebound. Knocked back to Campbell, and he's right in the lane. In and out. No good. Murfreesboro the board. Jordan. Bush coming down. Leading underneath to Jordan. Back outside to Adams. Good. 6-5. Murfreesboro leading Oak Ridge. In the first 4 minutes of play in the first quarter of the state tournament championship game. Ken Campbell outside. Driving for Oak Ridge. Got underneath. Layup no good. Jordan took the boards for Murfreesboro. They have rebounded furiously all week long. Kingsport fought them tough on the boards last night, however. Adams, a lob pass underneath to Barnes. Missed a little jump over. Oak Ridge got the board. Campbell to Atkinson. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. They trail 6-5 in the first quarter. Atkinson found a hole and got in. 5'9" senior guard. He didn't feed off this time. He just went on in. 7-6 Oak Ridge. Championship game. Cope of Murfreesboro. Back out to the guards. Adams dribbling outside. To Cope. There's his corner shot that he likes. He hit it. 6'3" senior John Cope puts Murfreesboro out in front 8-7. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Atkinson to Diefenderfer. Back to Campbell. The star guard for Oak Ridge. His team behind 8-7. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Weaving a little, Diefenderfer. But gave it right back. He jumped and fed right off. Campbell went driving in. It looked like the defense had him, but he had his layup, as you noticed, high on the board. It settled in. Oak Ridge leads 9-8. Murfreesboro Central working. Cope back outside to Bush. Try to throw it into Jordan. Deflected. Going to give it out to Murfreesboro underneath. 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Timeout on the floor. Score. Oak Ridge 9, Murfreesboro 8. Murfreesboro had it out, lost it on a traveling violation. Clock stops at 2 minutes, 10 seconds. And Oak Ridge will come down the floor. For a moment, Ken Campbell said something to the official about a lick he had taken. Villanova upset Wichita on the NIT 54-53 tonight. Here's Oak Ridge working. They lead 9-8. That's Campbell, their tremendous guard outside. And the colleges are watching him. Diefenderfer goes around the right. Dropped the ball. Lost it. Murfreesboro Central's ball. Oak Ridge leading 9-8 with 1:46 seconds in the first quarter of the state tournament 63 championship game. Adams and Murfreesboro outside. Cope in the corner. Got around Diefenderfer, jumps a 10-footer. No good. Rebound Jordan. Good. 10-9. These two teams swap leads. In what has been a tremendous first quarter. Oak Ridge setting up. Gave a little screen for Campbell. He went around to the side of the lane and he hit it. Campbell has 7 points and his team is leading 11-10. 60 seconds to go in the quarter. Cope of Murfreesboro outside to Bush right in the circle. Good. Swamp leads again. Murfreesboro leading 12-11 over Oak Ridge in the first quarter of the state tourney finals. Here's Ken Campbell of Oak Ridge. Starts in, backs his way in the lane, feinted him around, laid it up and hit it. Gee, beautiful individual effort. 2 men on him, one underhanded as you watch. 13-12 Oak Ridge late in the quarter. 22 seconds. Pass. Barnes and Murfreesboro tried to save a bad pass, but couldn't. 18 seconds, clock stop. Oak Ridge will take it out, and they lead 13-12. 18 teams started this week. These are the 2 that are left. Campbell of Oak Ridge. His team's ahead 13-12. to Diefenderfer. 4 seconds. Do they see the clock? Campbell around on the left. He jumps. No good. And the quarter will end right there. That's the end of the first quarter. Oak Ridge 13, Murfreesboro 12. Second quarter. Oak Ridge took the opening tip, went down, lost it in a scramble underneath, and Murfreesboro Central is working here in the opening 19 seconds. Oak Ridge leads 13-12. Murfreesboro Central in dark jerseys setting up. Adams speeding underneath the coat. Didn't work. Back out to Bush. Adams across to Bush. Lob pass underneath, deflected, but Cope picked it up. Missed a short shot. Jordan barely missed. They fight for the boards. Diefenderfer of Oak Ridge has it. 7 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first half. Oak Ridge leading Murfreesboro Central 13-12 with a state title in balance. Campbell, tremendous ridger guard, jumping, no good. Rebound, Barnes of Murfreesboro Central. Bush to Adams, to Cope in the corner. Cope feeding to Barnes, who rolled it back out. Adams back to Cope. Outside to Adams. Try to move that zone around. Back in the corner to Cope, who tried to feed out of there, but Diefenderfer of Oak Ridge knocked it out. Oak Ridge leading 13-12. A little over 6 minutes to go in the half. State Tourney 63 finals. They fed out. Open. Jordan's shot blocked. It's on the floor. Somebody was out of bounds with it first. He touched it before it rolled out into that scramble. So it's Murfreesboro's ball underneath. Bush feeding outside to Jordan. Jordan under pressure. Oak Ridge gets a lot of mileage in moving that zone of theirs around quickly. Cope in the corner, the one-hander. No good. Rebound fight on the other side. Barnes picked it up. Bush of Murfreesboro Central swung around a 14-footer and missed it. And the rebound is Connolly of Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge down the floor, still leading 13-12. Campbell. Diefenderfer, who fed off. Nice rebound. Scored for Oak Ridge. And they lead 15-12. Second time they've had a 3-point lead. The last time they did it, they only had it 15 seconds. Cope of Murfreesboro feeding to Barnes. His shots in and out. Check the whistle under there. Foul on Campbell of Oak Ridge. They lead 15-12. Free throw rolls. Good. Second shot. Good. 15-14. And the Oak Ridge lead of 3 has gone to 1 as they come down the floor. Championship basketball. Ken Campbell of Oak Ridge drives, speeds underneath, but Murfreesboro Central's defense, led by Cope, jammed it up. Bush and Adams will bring it down. Andy Adams working. 15-14, Oak Ridge leading. To Cope on the side. Back out front to Bush. Underneath, intended for Barnes. He had to fight for the pass, and it's taken by Oak Ridge. Bill Atkinson came up with it, gave it to Campbell, and Oak Ridge comes down with that brilliant left-handed guard bringing them down. Atkinson drives, shots blocked. As Cope and Jordan knocked it loose, Murfreesboro Central may run all the way. Adams comes back out in the circle. They'll set up instead. Jordan Adams. They're 1 point down, 4 minutes and a half. Cope, 10-footer. Up and off. Rebound. Ramsey of Oak Ridge to Atkinson to Campbell. Here comes Oak Ridge back down the floor. 3 minutes, 50 seconds in the half. Oak Ridge leading Murfreesboro Central 15-14. Campbell to Atkinson to Diefenderfer. Fed underneath back to Diefenderfer, who jumps. I think that's his first shot of the night. He missed it. And the rebound, Jordan, to Murfreesboro Central. Diefenderfer came into this one with a 13-point average in state tournament play this week. I think he's taken only one shot from the floor. 15-14. Oak Ridge leading Murfreesboro Central in the first half. Murfreesboro with the ball. Deep pass across to Jordan. Jordan found a hole, snided in, knocked the ball out of his hands as he drove it out of bounds. A little over 3 minutes. Murfreesboro Central will take it out. Bush trying to feed out. Jump. Going to jump with Campbell of Oak Ridge. Jordan of Murfreesboro tipping to Cope, who tried to feed across, knocked loose. Cope picked it up. To Bush. To Adams outside, who came in on the baseline. Got close, didn't do it. Back in the corner to Barnes. Wild pass out. They did not quite save it. Over and back they rolled. Give it out to Oak Ridge. You saw him try and flip it while he was still in the air. Campbell of Oak Ridge. To Atkinson and across. Cope made a pass and missed it. Oak Ridge still has it. Atkinson into Diefenderfer, who jumps on the right. Good. Oak Ridge, for the third time tonight, has a 3-point lead. 17-14. 2 minutes, 14 seconds in the half. Cope, long one in the corner. Off, no good. Rebound, right in front. Finally picked up Barnes. Good. Tommy Barnes of Murfreesboro Central hit it. Oak Ridge leading 17-16. WSM Channel 4 television with a 63 state tournament championship game. Campbell, that left-hander in and out. Give it out to Murfreesboro Central with 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the half. Oak Ridge leading 17-16. First time in Tennessee history, live television of state tournament basketball play. Attempted lob pass underneath off the side of the board, though, has been partially tipped. It's Oak Ridge's ball. There's 1 minute and 22 seconds now in the half. Oak Ridge leading 17-16. Campbell to Diefenderfer. Comes out front, drives around the right. Cope made a pass at him. Back to Campbell. This is Oak Ridge on the attack. They're in light jerseys. Murfreesboro Central in dark. Campbell to Diefenderfer. Back to Campbell. Final night, 54 seconds now. Campbell, reverse turn into the baseline. Feinted one man out and took a bump rush foul there. Bush. That's 3 on him. 1 free throw. No good. Murfreesboro Central with the boards. Jordan had it. The Tigers come down the floor. They've lost only 1 game this year. They've won 33. Oak Ridge lost only 4, won 26. Adams driving for Murfreesboro Central. Back out to Bush, 32 seconds. In the corner. Adams, no good. Rebound, Atkinson of Oak Ridge. Bill Atkinson driving to Ramsey. Back to Atkinson. Not much running, you'll notice. Deliberate teams. Oak Ridge do a little picking, a little screening if you watch it carefully. Always watch number 32 here. Campbell starts in, goes another way, feints, jumps his left hand. No good. Rebound knocked out front. Cope of Murfreesboro has it, but that's all. The half is going to end right there. That's the end of the first half. Score Oak Ridge 17, Murfreesboro Central 16. All right, state title hanging in balance. Murfreesboro in the dark and Oak Ridge in the light jerseys if you just joined us. They swap leads back and forth 10 or 12 different times in the first half. Oak Ridge leading 1 point, 17-16. Jump, Oak Ridge working. Diefenderfer back outside to Atkinson. To Campbell, a tremendous guard. He had 9 points in the first half. There's his left-hand jump. In and out. Rebound dropped by Ramsey of Oak Ridge. Murfreesboro's ball. The brilliant Kingsport guard tonight, Lovelace, threw in 23 as his team beat Memphis. Murfreesboro Central working. They're a point down. Bush feeding underneath. Barnes in and out. Rebound. Diefenderfer of Oak Ridge. Well, they both had one rim in and out now in this third quarter, which we just started. 1963 state championship. Oak Ridge on the attack. Notice how deliberate it is. You watch Campbell to Atkinson. Diefenderfer, their other big man. He has passed up. Diefenderfer, number 40, has many shots. There's Campbell. Diefenderfer. Bothered by Cope and lost the ball. He has bothered Cope's corner shooting tonight, and there Cope was responsible for Diefenderfer of Oak Ridge losing the ball. Bush to Jordan. The big guy hit it. Murfreesboro takes the lead back, 18-17. Oak Ridge Wildcats, Region 2 champions, come down the floor. Ken Campbell. To Conley, to Campbell. This left-hander has been a sweetheart in this tournament, and our colleges watching him. Campbell in and back out again. He'll have his pick in our area, in our conference, almost of any school he wants to go to. Just about. Diefenderfer of Oak Ridge. To Campbell. Nope. Had his foot on the out-of-bounds line as he came around him. Floor mistake. Murfreesboro's ball. And they lead 18-17. 3 times Oak Ridge has had 3-point leads. Murfreesboro's never had more than that one. The Tigers working. Region 4 champions. Cope. Back out to Bush. Bothered. Lost it. Conley took it away. A lot of times what looks like the beginning of an out-court shot was meant to be a fake shot instead of feed pass to part of that big Murfreesboro front line. 18-17. Oak Ridge 1 point behind Murfreesboro. There's Campbell off the front rim. No good. Diefenderfer got the rebound. That's 6'3 and a half senior. Back to Campbell outside. Oak Ridge on the attack. They're 1 point down. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Campbell got a screen. In and out. And the boards, Big Barnes in Murfreesboro. To Bush. Murfreesboro Central coming down the floor. Over to Andy Adams. Long lob pass to Cope near the corner, who starts in and jumps a 10-footer. Murfreesboro's biggest lead, 3 points, 20-17. Oak Ridge comes down the floor here in the third quarter, 4.5 minutes. Campbell jumps 12-footer. He hit it. 20-19. Over 400 high schools started. These are the only 2 left after 3.5 weeks. They feed Barnes. Off the back rim, no good. But underneath, it's Jordan. And Murfreesboro again takes a 3-point lead. They held the last one 15 to 20 seconds. Now they've got another one, 22-19. Campbell of Oak Ridge working. What a playmaker. He jumps again. He hit it again. Campbell averaging 16 a game in state tournament play alone. He's cut it to 22-21. Jordan had the pass hit him high up on the head, I believe. Murfreesboro Central lost it. Oak Ridge coming back. They're 1 point down. Campbell again. He hit it again. Murfreesboro calls time. The score. Oak Ridge 23, Murfreesboro Central 22. They feed Cope, who cut in the lane. His shot's blocked by Bill Ramsey of Oak Ridge, and Oak Ridge comes down the floor leading. 3 minutes, 9 seconds in the third quarter. Oak Ridge leading 23-22. Twice they fell 3 points down in this corner, and Campbell put them back up each time. There's Campbell jumping again. He hit it again. Ken Campbell's great left-handed jump shots. He's hit 4 straight shots in this quarter. 25-22 Oak Ridge. Cope, open. He hit it from Murfreesboro. A little 9-foot jump. 25-24. Great championship basketball in the Tennessee Finals of '63. Oak Ridge leading 25-24. There's Campbell. He missed one. Rebound fight. And coming up with it is Adams, but he palmed the ball. Floor mistake. Give it out to Oak Ridge. Jam-packed Vanderbilt Memorial Fieldhouse. Crowd around 7,600 or so. Campbell of Oak Ridge. His team's ahead 1 point, 2 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Diefendorfer, jump, no good. Rebound, Barnes. Low bounce pass to Jordan. And back to Bush. Murfreesboro Central's coming down. They're 1 point behind late in the third quarter, minute 50. Jordan outside to Bush. There's Cope in the corner. He hit it. He likes that spot. Not real deep in the corner, but about a 14-footer. 26-25. Murfreesboro Central takes the lead back from Oak Ridge again. Here's Campbell jumping for Oak Ridge. In and out. No good. Rebound fight. Ramsey hooked it over his head and hit it. A foul. Is the goal good? Yes, and there was a foul. Gets one shot. It's in and out. No good. Rebound. Barnes of Murfreesboro Central. Oak Ridge leading 27-26 with a minute and 19 seconds. Bush of Murfreesboro Central outside to Cope. Cope feeding across to Barnes, who jumped 6-footer. No good. Rebound. Connolly of Oak Ridge under pressure for a moment, and they took it away from him, but then lost it again, and Campbell traveled for Oak Ridge. He lost it too. Had it and lost it. You could see him commit his violation. Oak Ridge leading 1 point, 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. Murfreesboro Central's got the ball. Jordan to Cope, who's open in the corner. No good. Rebound, Ramsey of Oak Ridge. Gave it to Connolly, no foul call. Connolly called for traveling. You see, he could not dribble. He tried to bat the ball, but he couldn't do it. He had just about double dribble before he ever hit it again. Murfreesboro Central's going to take it out. Oak Ridge leads 27-26 very late in the quarter. Bush of Murfreesboro Central. Tennessee State Tournament Championship. Closing seconds, 12 seconds in the third quarter. To Cope. Back outside to Bush. Watch the clock, 6 seconds, less than that. They may never get a shot. Cope had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, and that's the end of the third quarter. The score. Oak Ridge 27, Murfreesboro Central 26. Fourth and final quarter, opening jump. Murfreesboro Central controls. Oak Ridge leading 27-26. Here's the final quarter of the year. Cope of Murfreesboro Central outside. Bush, a long one. No good. Rebound Connolly of Oak Ridge under pressure. Dribbles free. Wildcats come down the floor and they lead 27-26. State title hanging in balance. 7 minutes, 31 seconds. Ken Campbell of Oak Ridge. What a left-handed guard. He's in. He feinted him out. He banked it in and scored. He's got 19. Early in the fourth quarter, Oak Ridge leads by 3, 29-26. Murfreesboro Central working. Long lob pass across to Cope again. Under pressure, he fed to Barnes in the post, who went back and hit a 6-footer. He had to fall back as Oak Ridge defense collapsed on him. Murfreesboro cuts it back to 1. Oak Ridge leading 29-28. Sparked by this brilliant left-handed guard, Ken Campbell. Campbell, the left-hander, he hit it again. What a demonstration of a high school guard. I know his shots are not far out, but they have not been able to stick with him. 31-28, Oak Ridge leading. They feed in there to Jordan, who missed a 10-footer. And the rebound, Campbell of Oak Ridge. 6 minutes, 21 seconds. Oak Ridge, Region 2 champions. Wildcats coming down the floor, and they lead by 3. Watch Campbell closely. He sets them up as well as doing so much of the shooting tonight. Diefendorfer, their other key man, back to Campbell. Campbell going. He jumped. He hit it again. Murfreesboro calls time. Score, Oak Ridge 33, Murfreesboro Central 28. Murfreesboro Central. Cope missed in the corner, but it's tipped in by Charlie Jordan. With 5 minutes and 42 seconds, it's 33-30. Oak Ridge leading Murfreesboro Central. Fourth and final quarter of the 63 Tennessee State High School Basketball Championship. There's Ken Campbell. He went wild in the third quarter. He has 23 points already. He had 9 in the first quarter. Correction, 9 in the first half. Campbell, Atkinson to Diefenderfer, back to Ken Campbell. Not only has he been such a fine shooting guard tonight, but he's been a playmaker too. A little screen for him. Now he's around the side. Couldn't do it that time, so he fed back to the screen. Driving, no good. Rebound fight. Ramsey on his knees. Call for traveling down there. Murfreesboro's ball. And the Tigers trailing by 3 with 4 minutes, 51 seconds. On the side, Jordan under pressure. Back outside. The pass is tipped. Oak Ridge has it. Atkinson running. No good. Call for traveling anyway. Murfreesboro's ball. He was called for traveling when he went in with his two-handed layup. 4 minutes, 31 seconds to a title. Murfreesboro Central trailing by 3. There's Cope near the corner. He fed in. Barnes missed it. It's tipped by Jordan. No good. Foul underneath. Foul on Conley of Oak Ridge. That's only the 6th foul of the whole game. He hit that one. 33-31. They're one basket behind. Diefenderfer to Atkinson to Campbell. Murfreesboro Central now picks him up all over the floor. Campbell followed a screen to get down. Ken Campbell working. 4 minutes, 7 seconds. Oak Ridge leading 33-31. Campbell outside, being bothered a lot by Jerry Bush of Murfreesboro. Oak Ridge leads by 2 with 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Back to Atkinson. They have taken only the good shots 98% of the time tonight. The same has been true of Murfreesboro Central. Very little running. Diefenderfer of Oak Ridge back outside to Campbell. This time they're apparently slowing it down and really wanting it open only. Oak Ridge drive. Campbell hit it. Almost cat and mouse there. He dribbled around and all of a sudden picked up speed to go in. It's 35-31. There's Cope of Central. They've got to hit quickly, though they've got plenty of time. Better than 3 minutes. To Cope. Deep outside to Adams. 35-31. Oak Ridge by 4. The defense has been shifting to pick them up too soon. They haven't been able to shoot. There's that fake shot pass to the big man Barnes. In and out. That hurts. Knocked back rebound to Adams, who fed wide open to Jordan. He scored. 35-33. Murfreesboro Central cuts it to 2 again in the championship game. Oak Ridge down the floor. Ken Campbell, the left-hander, with the ball. 2:41, 2:40, 2:39, 2:38, 2:37. Campbell palmed the ball. He made a mistake. Murfreesboro, a long pass, deflected, but picked up by Barnes, who started in. They knocked it out of his hands. 2 minutes, 26 seconds. The clock running. Give it out to Murfreesboro Central. Fourth and final quarter. Championship game. Bush of Murfreesboro. To Barnes in the corner. Outside to Adams. He fed the Barnes open. A little three-footer. Good. They're all tied up. 35-35 with a minute 57. 1963 state title game. The last 2 teams left in the whole state. Ken Campbell of Oak Ridge to Atkinson. 35-35. Will they go for one? Diefenderfer. Back to Campbell. Ken Campbell drives and comes out. So many teams this week in this state tournament have gone for one, regardless of the amount of time left in this particular tied situation. They did it all the time in overtime earlier this week. Almost stolen. Diefenderfer bumped accidentally by Cope of Murfreesboro Central. Jordan has 15 for Murfreesboro. Cope has 8. Campbell has 25 for Oak Ridge. Diefenderfer has 4 with a 4 high-point man. And this is Diefenderfer shooting a big free throw for Oak Ridge. He missed it. Rebound comes wild outside. Cope accidentally fouling Atkinson of Oak Ridge, who had just picked up possession of the ball when Cope hit him a half a second later. Minute and 20. And now another giant free throw coming for Oak Ridge. Diefendorfer had missed his. 80 seconds left to a championship. Bill Atkinson, a guard. Good. Oak Ridge leading 36-35. Murfreesboro Central coming down the floor as Bush and Adams bring it down. Adams with the ball, lobs it across to Cope. Back outside to Bush. They feed Jordan. Defense on him, it's out of bounds. Murfreesboro Central takes it out. 60 seconds, 59, 58, 57. They feed it outside to Adams. 54 seconds. They feed underneath to Jordan. He's up there, no good, foul. That basket was long after the whistle. 49 seconds. Oak Ridge leading 36-35. He hit it. They're all tied, 36 with 49 seconds. Jordan, the sophomore, hit the first one. He missed that one. Rebound, fight. Oak Ridge has got it. Oak Ridge down the floor, 43 seconds. They've got the ball. It's 36. Campbell almost dropped it. Ken Campbell outside working for them. He's got 25 points. State championship. 33, 32, 31, 30 seconds. Oak Ridge, Murfreesboro tied 36-36. Campbell with Bush of Murfreesboro Central watching him so carefully. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16 seconds. Watch the clock. One shot they want. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Campbell can't shoot. Atkinson to Campbell. He shoots. No good. Overtime. Overtime jump ball. Diefendorfer of Oak Ridge comes up with it. We're in a 3-minute overtime. There's 2:53 to play now. Oak Ridge has got the ball. It's 36-36. Oak Ridge, Murfreesboro Central, overtime. Night after night, they've had these wild ones out here this year. Campbell of Oak Ridge. Will they do as teams have done earlier this week? Stall long? I don't know. He's gone in. He feeds back and takes it back. Oak Ridge on the attack. Back to Ken Campbell. He had 25 points in the first 4 quarters. Been a remarkably fast game. To Diefendorfer. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to go in overtime. They won only the good shot. Atkinson to Campbell. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to play in overtime. These two clubs are tied 36-36. They gave them only 30 seconds of rest, by the way, before that overtime period. Campbell dribbling. Minute 57. Every once in a while, he'll change hands. He sets Oak Ridge up all the time. To Diefendorfer. 36-36, minute and 46 seconds. Are they going to go for one shot? Diefendorfer under a little pressure. And to Atkinson. Atkinson to Campbell. Everything's so big now. Atkinson to Campbell. Oak Ridge with the ball. Minute 32, minute 31. 90 seconds left in overtime. And the clock running. Jam-packed field house. There would have been 12,000 in here tonight if we'd had the seats. Or more. Campbell working. Campbell pressed to Diefendorfer. Back to Campbell. 72, 71, 70 seconds left in overtime. Minute 7, minute 6. Campbell dribbling. Bush of Murfreesboro Central watching him. The shot Campbell took at 1 second to go was a little bit far out and a little bit, I think, off balance. And he had a black jerseyed arm up in front of him. 50 seconds. 49 seconds overtime. They've stalled and stalled and stalled for almost 3 minutes. They'll play for the last shot. 1963 state title and balance. 37, 36, 35, 34, 33 seconds. Campbell dribbling. Campbell down the left. No. Holds and looks to Conley. Right back to Campbell. 23, 22, 21. 20 seconds left in overtime. Watch the clock. 17, 16. Campbell looked at the clock. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Campbell comes back out. 7, 6. Campbell jumps. Good. They call time with 3 seconds. Campbell hit the jump, a 12-footer. Oak Ridge leads 38-36. Murfreesboro called time with 3 seconds instantly to stop the clock. They had apparently told the officials they were going to do it. As the ball settled to the cords, 2 of them were hollering time. Murfreesboro Central will have 3 seconds to get it down and shoot. Already Oak Ridge is starting to celebrate what may be a state title on Campbell's left-handed jump, his 26th and 27th point of the evening. There's a long pass down the floor. It's tipped, foul with 1 second. Foul on Connolly of Oak Ridge with 1 second. It may be just a 1-shot foul, however. Not a 1-and-1, not a 2-shot foul. 1 free throw with 1 second. Will he miss it and they'll fight for the tip? Oak Ridge leading 38-32 in overtime. 1 second. Jordan, free throw, purposely missed, I think. He shot too late, it's no good anyway. Oak Ridge is the state champions. That's Ken Campbell up on shoulders. Oak Ridge, the 1963 Tennessee state title holders. They beat Murfreesboro Central 38-36. I'll check the scoring for you now in 1 minute. Here's Mr. Osteen of the TSSAA about to award the 4 trophies to the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place finishers in this 63 state high school tournament. Memphis Overton has just received its 4th place trophy in the 63 finish of the state tournament. And now the Kingsport team will receive its trophy for finishing 3rd this year. As you know, earlier tonight, they beat Memphis Overton 56-44. And the 2 largest trophies are left. 1st and 2nd place for 1963. Second place trophy going now to Murfreesboro Central. Individual awards to be given to each member, the coaches, and the squads, 1st and 2nd place finishers. a second-place trophy to the Murfreesboro team. And now the championship trophy will go to the Oak Ridge team, champions of '63. Well, there you have it. The first live telecast. State tournament basketball history in the state of Tennessee. Oak Ridge defeated Murfreesboro Central 38-36. This is Larry Munson.